Hey there, Amp Nation, it's Geek Girl here, popping in to do a little bit of training. Thought we might give some training out there for the back office, a little bit of training and information on the AMP group and also the official AMP page. We will do this in a few sections so that you can skip forward and backwards through the training. I will start with the logging into the back office, pretty much what you need to know on day one if you're a newbie. This training is aimed at very new people. However, I do encourage everybody who has been in AMP for a while and maybe hasn't had a good look around their back office and also around the AMP page and the AMP official page and our AMP group to have a look through this and see what's useful to you. We are constantly trying to make things easier and give you information, so obviously any suggestions and feedback is always welcome. So I'm just going to start here with a brand new, absolutely brand new person. It's signed up with me and I've created a little bit of a dummy account at the moment. So on your first day you will have received an email that says, hey, we're excited that you're most valuable asset. Come along and have a look and thank you for being a partner with us. So basically your sponsors details are there. Everything you need is obviously going to be provided for you, but all your information in this email is your login details. The comp plan is that there's a link there to the comp plan, which is great. So from the start you can actually download it, have a look at it, print it if you like to print things up and highlight the important parts or the parts that you find you need to highlight to make it stick in your memory. Just remember that with comp plan you don't need to go out there and educate everybody on the comp plan straight away. They need to know how they're going to earn money, and that's everybody wants to know how they're going to earn money. But there's tools and resources there for us to help, educate people. Our calls, our sizzle calls are there every week, twice a week, and we also have our other updates. Not to mention the group itself, various leaders, and our master distributor that can help with all of that information. Log into your account. You have your account information, but you will also see there's a link there. When we're logging into our back office, we always have the same, login. So it's www.ampstore.io, and that will bring you to what you see on the screen. And I've started to put the information in. We're using Nettie's App Store today, and I've put Nettie's App Store and her password in already. So I'm going to hit login. This is something you really should do as soon as they're signed up. People are going to get their email anyway, so they're going to want to go straight in. So on the day that someone signs up, it's worth making contact with them and saying, hey, have a look around, you've got your links, knowing what they're getting, knowing that that email is there for them and that they're going to get all the information they need. We're going to go through tab by tab, so we're actually going to look at the first tab here, and it obviously is my profile. Just go through the things that we can and can't change in here. So you can't change anything that's grey on your own. So you can't change your ID and you can't change your username. You can ask for your username to be changed. You can send a request through to the support tickets. So that's not a big deal if you have actually chosen a name that you want to, something else you want to choose later on down the track. We have the first and last name. Obviously you can change that information. Email addresses, so if you do change email addresses you can change that information. Mobile phone, country, all those things, and address. Those sorts of changes can be made and then you hit submit. You can also change your password and your credit card that you are making your payment from here, as well as the credit card you are receiving your payments to. So that's pretty much it for your profile. Again, it's a pretty important area because when you do sign people up, that's the information that they get about you. They get, as a sponsor, they get your name, they get your email address, and they get your phone number, so that it's very clear who their upline is and who the person is that they need to contact if they need to get help, apart from being in the groups and in various numbers of chats. So we're going to have a look at My Team next. My Team viewer. When you actually start sharing your link and people start putting their information in, they're going to do one or two things. They're either going to say, yay, I am on board 100%, sign me up, and they will appear in here under your team, and they will come up with a status with a type of as member, not tour. If they're not quite sure, sitting on the fence, or you know, just wanted to know a little bit more information before they do sign up, they're going to take a tour. And that will put them in our sales funnel, and that will get them a series of emails. This is what is so good about the AMP membership, guys, and being part of the affiliate marketing program, is that with the tour, all the marketing is done for you. All the emails are sent out for you at different intervals with all the information that they need. So once you've got people that are on tour, you will actually have all this information that's along here. You'll have their username that they've chosen, if they've chosen one at the moment, if they're a member, full name, email, phone, status, so it'll tell you whether or not you know, for people who have joined, whether or not they're active or not active, whether or not they're paid, their level, and when they actually were created. So this information here is pretty good, because it not only does it tell you the people that are in your matrix that you've introduced, but it also tells you the people who have taken a tour. So they're not quite ready, or they're sitting in your funnel. So you've got their phone numbers and you've got their email addresses, and if you wanted to, you can contact them outside of your funnel. Okay, so in my team we also have Matrix Viewer. So this is an important one, especially once you start bringing people into your business, because this is where you get to see your team. Now, of course, Nettie's just signed up. We haven't got anybody under her yet, you know, won't be long, but we're going to quickly jump over here. On the right-hand side, you will see the View Comp Plan. The comp plan, whenever it gets updated, or if it gets updated, it will be linked to here, so you will always get the most recent document. As you can see, we've got our AMP compensation plan readily available at the moment. There's 6 pages that you should get. This is you know, like I said, print this up if you want to have a look. But I just want to show you in here the way that the matrix looks, because of course Nettie hasn't got anybody yet. So we're going to have a look in here at the matrix. So for her first 3 people that she gets into her matrix, that opens up her levels of earning. So for the first person, that she brings into the business, that opens up levels of earning of 1, 2, and 3. When she brings in number 2 person, she opens up her 4, 5, and 6 level. When she opens up her third person, when she brings her third person in, she opens up her 7, 8, and 9th level, which means that she can basically start building in all these areas underneath her. Okay, and also because it's a forced matrix, people will be placed in that matrix underneath her as more and more join the business. That's a great, you know, that is a great feature of the matrix, because it means that her matrix will be filled with both people that she's brought into the business and other people have brought into the business, which is a great power of the residual income. So we're not going to go too much into that. I just wanted to show what it would look like, because Nettie over here at the moment has only just started. So we're going to go back over to our AMP matrix viewer. But if I click on Nettie, one thing I would like to show is when you click on Nettie, it gives you all her information as well. So if Nettie had people in her matrix, you would actually see, when you click on her, coloured lines or dots underneath her people. Coloured lines, the orange or /red, depending on whether you're colourblind or whether or not what your computer screen looks like, but they're an orangey colour, are the people that you have personally sponsored and brought into your business. People with the blue underlines are people that are in your matrix that will provide you residual income, but aren't necessarily, they're not brought in directly by you. Okay, so this is a really good area that you're going to be probably popping back and forth to. Once you get down past level 3, you do need to click on click to show, and if there were people in these levels, you would see them. So they expand out. Right, on to marketing. So at the moment we have 3 options in our marketing tab. We have social media, and under social media there's currently no information. So we don't have anything in there, but there is information coming in there soon. So it's really good to know, because you will get an email from the corporate, and they will say check your social media area and you'll know where to go. The funnel, funnel is a very important area, especially on day one, to get your people, your new AMP Nation people, your AMPers, whatever we're going to call ourselves, to go into, because it is your link. So when they want to know where's my affiliate link, this is where it is. The My Replicated site is basically the same site for everybody with one little difference, and that's the name that goes in front. So this one's nettiesappstore.ampstore.iu. Whether you're on a computer, on Android, or an iPad, when you click on this dark blue line, it will copy it to your clipboard. So if I take this up to a new tab and I paste it, so depending on, again, on your device that you're using, you use your paste feature, which on an iPad is holding your finger down and it'll come up, but on a PC, obviously I Control V or paste. It comes up and it starts the page. Now this is this is her Nettie's very own AMP store link. So if somebody was ready to sign up, they could go straight to the blue section here on the left, or if they weren't quite sure and wanted to learn more information, they could go here on the left, on the right, and click on Learn More. The difference between those is the information, obviously, where it takes them. There's also this How It Works up here, which will take you to a more information area. With the funnels, I'm just going to close this one down. Then when we go down below our actual replicated site, we have our funnel pages. Now the funnel pages are individual pages with very similar information. They all take our people, our tours, and our perspectives right through to the same area, in that we are trying to ask them to put their details in, whether to join up or whether they are to get their information to take a tour. The difference being that each of these funnels have got a little bit of different information on them, or they're aimed or geared differently. So this one here, for instance, which is my favorite, plays a video straight away as soon as you click on it, and goes, and it's my favorite video. It's the 1 minute 54, and it's dynamic and it has a lot of noise. So I'm going to put that down in the background, and the noise. It plays for 1 minute and 54, and we don't need to watch it again now. But basically, we want them to have a quick look at this, and then they'll read through the information and take their tour. So if they want more information after that, they've also got our details down the bottom, which is really good because it's very transparent, and they can see that if the type of person that would rather just pick up the phone and say, is this for real? Can I really do this? They can ring you or email you. Most chances are that they'll put their details in and they'll end up in your funnel, and they'll get all the emails that they need. This video is, like I said, one of my favorites, but there are other funnels in the set. This one here, when we click on it, I'll just do this one more. Again, it's got Nettie's AMP store, so you're continuously connected to your affiliate link. You don't change this, you don't need to touch this, you just need to copy and paste. It's very simple, because that keeps them connected, okay? And as the sponsor. AMP provides you a way to market and top producing mobile apps. So it's a bit more of an information-based one, and there's not a lot of flashy, blingy videos and things like that. So everybody has their, I guess, their preferences. I use this in different ways, and I use this one at different times. So it depends on who you're sending the information to. But like I said, it depends on also whether or not they've already convinced and want to be signed up. So I'm not going to go through all of the funnels, because you can go in and click on these and go and explore them yourselves. And you should do that, and you should be encouraging anyone that signs up on day one to be doing that straight away. We have our, in marketing, we also have our storefront. So in storefront, this is where our store will be. Okay, but at the moment we have some pictures. So feel free to copy these pictures and use these pictures. I can do this on my PC by right-clicking and save image. On a tablet, you can usually hold down your finger and it'll come up with copy